Major. Well, at my prison, we are doing the best to remedy that failing. You know, my friend works in the Caribbean. He faces real rebellion. If we don't act decisively, we will endure the same here, and all of this, all these garden parties and civility, they will be doomed.
Hello, sir.
I believe in civilizing the masses, sir. But the first order of civilization is order. Law and order.
I agree.
Without law and order, we will have anarchy.
But with too much law and order, won't we have dictatorship or worse? Monarchy.
The law should be a dictator. That is the American way.
I thought the American ideal was liberty.
Sure, liberty under the law.
Very interesting.
Major Crowley, Mr. Chambers, I must go speak to someone for a second.
What a vulgar toad of a man. But that riverboat sounds interesting.
Mr. Chambers?
What are you loitering around me for? Mingle, dear boy. Have you tracked down the mayor?
Not yet.
Are you enjoying the party? How do you know the mayor?
I don't. I'm actually hoping to meet him.
He's definitely around. I just saw him. A man in demand.
I'm sure.
I really do love Miss Tweedy. It isn't just champagne talking. Have you ever married the wrong woman, sir?
No. But I ain't married the right one either.
Well, I've made quite a habit.
Evening, folks.
Mais bonjour.
How are you?
I apologize for that woman, sir. The last thing she needs is more champagne.
Hey, if she's having a good time.
I'm not sure she is, sir.
How are you all doing?
Bonjour,
What
monsieur.
on
Evening,
earth
folks.
is wrong with you?
How you doing?
How do you do?
Hello there.
Thank you for the champagne. I'm glad there's still some gentlemen left around here.
Hate to see a lady with an empty glass.
Not like that horrible man on the balcony, Mr. Bronte.
Well?
Why he gets pride of place is beyond me.
Well, I've heard he's a very generous benefactor to the city.
Dirty money. Anyway, don't get me started.
Huh.
How was the show? I heard you went.
Evening, gentlemen.
Outrageous. These dances. Well, if that's French culture for you, sign me up for French lessons.
Was it just dancing?
No. Oh, would you like tickets?
For what?
This cabaret show at the Theater Rallure. It's jolly fun.
Sure. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Good evening. Well.
Evening, all.
Hello. Can I help you, sir?
Well, I'm not quite sure yet.
Albert Daniels. Bryn Tilden. This is Mr. Hector Fellows.
Well, it's nice to meet the both of you.
New suit?
Yeah. No, it's a new shirt.
Are you new in town?
Yes. I come from the west. The north. The northwest.
Okay. I came down from Washington myself many years ago.
This town gets to a man. Undermines even the best of us.
I'm doing my best, sir.
Truth is an absolute, sir.
Don't you think?
What I don't quite understand.
Well, you are not, it would seem, the only one.
I was in the army once.
Good for you.
What do you do now? Well, I'm not quite, I'm an American. Yes, but what do you do? Oh, well, I'm in between jobs at the moment. Oh, of course.
You shall be too, sir, if you don't sharpen up your morality.
I'm trying, sir, I'm trying.
Well, try hard, much harder.
What would you like me to do? To hit the mayor myself?
Impudence. I see you still got that. But it takes more than a steady line in insults to succeed in newspapers. At least in mine. Good evening.
Freak.
So hard.
Enjoying yourself?
You know, I think those fellas were making fun of me.
What do you do there?
Anyway, what you found out?
Nothing too much yet.
I'll be glad when this is over.
Richard, I'm from Quebec, but I left many moons ago. And you?
No, I came down from New York for a job. I'm a banker.
A banker?
An investment banker.
You're the fellows who never lend me money when I need it. And when I've got too much, try to lend me more.
And what do you do, Mr. LaFawn?
Originally furs, but now all sorts. Lumber, leather, even maple syrup. My partners and I represent more like 23% of all the trade heading south from Quebec into the U.S.
And who do you bank with?
Oh, the usual bunch of clowns in New York.
Do you bank with anyone in the South?
Not one I particularly like.
Well, have you considered Lemoyne National Bank?
Oh, I need a big bank, sir. We borrow a lot of money and generate a lot of cash. Some nervous small-town bank could finish us in a bad year.
Small town? We handle more cash and cash equivalents than any bank south of Manhattan, including St. Louis. Almost all the Caribbean trade banks with us. We work with all the remaining cotton growers in the U.S. who still use a lot of cash, and we help finance half the reconstruction projects after the war. We love big clients, and we love cash. Our branch alone here in town has more cash reserves on site than any bank in the entire country outside of Wall Street and San Francisco.
Well, perhaps we could discuss it further one day, Mr. Knightley. When it comes to bankers, I drive a hard bargain, but I'm very fair in business.
I would at least like the opportunity to show you our business.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to go find my fiancée.
Of course. And congratulations. A wife is a wonderful thing. Could be interesting.
I think I saw you.
How's your evening going?
Met some interesting people. What about you? Did you speak to the mayor?
I'm still looking for him.
Well, look a little harder.
Sir?
Did you hear him back there? The law should be a dictator?
I wasn't really listening.
Lucky for you. And as for that other fella, Featherstone Chambers, what a windbag he is.
He did seem full of himself.
Anyway.
How are you all doing?
Hello there.
Evening, sir.
Oh, eavesdropper. I had to get away from that awful Major Crowley pontificating on law and order. You should see my prison. That's what law and order looks like.
Hopefully as a visitor, not as an inmate.
Indeed. Well, enjoy the rest of your evening, sir.
Evening all.
Good day.
How's it going?
Cannot really think of anything to complain about right at this moment.
That's good. All the best then.
Good
Evening,
day.
ma'am.
Hello there. So, anyway, I heard that Judith Hawksbill has taken a lover.
Of course she has. That slippery fool has had that coming for years.
But that's not the interesting part. What's interesting is that her lover is a Pole.
A Pole?
A Russian. Something like that.
Like a Jew?
Oh, not that bad, but nearly. Excuse us, sir. We are having a private conversation.
Forgive me, ladies. I am new in town. Good evening.
Why, hello.
I'm only kidding around.
Have I caused you offense?
Evening, folks.
Well, thank God for
hello.
that.
How are you?
Bonjour,
Good evening.
Hot tickets.
Evening all.
Hello, sir.
Hi there. Hello, ma'am.
Sherry.
How are you all doing? Sounding good, fellas.
Bonjour.
Hello there.
You're walking away from history, you fool! Women and men both deserve to decide the future. This is meant to be the land of liberty.
Evening all.
Mais bonjour.
Good evening, ladies.
Bonjour, monsieur.
That I am not the equal of any man you've ever met.
You're preaching again, Mrs. Wicklow.
Ma'am.
And you're
Sir.
burying your head in the sand again, sir.
For God's mistake. You enjoy that show? Mistakes.
What do you mean?
Women are inferior to men, madam.
Self-righteous know-it-all.
Excuse me?
Oh, not you. Hector Fellows. I thought you overheard our conversation. He pays me to be the editor of that newspaper, but he pokes his nose in at every turn. He thinks morality is unbiased, but it is quite the opposite. I'm sorry. I'm ranting.
No.
You're stronger than me, sure. But a civilized being? Have a little weird.
Gentlemen,
Apparently not.
Mais bonjour.
how are you?
How do you do?
How are you all doing?
So find some other people to threaten to hit me. If that's okay.
How do you do, ma'am?
I mean, did you hear what that man said? Inferior. Do you think women should have the vote?
Oh, I don't care. I've never voted anyway.
Well, that's no better. Anyway, if you'll excuse me, I'm still furious with that oath.
How do you do?
How are you, ladies?
Why, hello.
Evening, gentlemen. Good evening. Evening,
Bonjour.
gentlemen.